The man accidentally knocks over a bottle and mist suddenly gushes out. Soon, a gentleman appears within it. Seeing the shocked expressions of Hans and his wife, the gentleman introduces himself as a genie, capable of granting them 4 wishes. Hans thinks he's joking and casually asks him to fix the cabinet. However, the genie simply waves his hand and the cracks instantly disappear. Hans touches the restored glass in disbelief, somewhat regretting wasting a wish. He excitedly discusses with his wife what to ask for next, but she's still too stunned to respond, and Hans is torn between asking for a mansion, wealth, or something else. The genie suggests that people usually choose large sums of money, so Hans immediately makes his second wish.
$1 million!
As the genie nods with a smile, bills flutter down from above like snowflakes, quickly piling into a small mountain. The couple is overjoyed and immediately calls friends and family to share this wealth. However, before they can celebrate, IRS agents show up at their door. Even wish-granted money is subject to income tax. Hans doesn't care and starts dancing with his wife, but the tax agent's calculations shock the couple. Federal tax, state tax, and various other fees add up to $900,000. After deducting the money they've just given away, the couple is left with only $10. Hans angrily accuses the genie of deceiving him by not mentioning the taxes beforehand. The genie explains that fulfilling wishes naturally comes with consequences and advises Hans to consider carefully. Hans considers wishing for $1 million after taxes, but his wife worries about other potential deductions. After racking his brains, Hans finally comes up with the best solution: to become a head of state. Because with power, one can have everything. To be safe, Hans adds conditions. He can't be overthrown by election, and it must be a modern country in this century. The genie readily agrees. Hans is suddenly awakened by intense gunfire and artillery. An officer reports that Soviet troops have entered Berlin. Evidently, Hans has become the Nazi German leader, indeed, unable to be overthrown as he wished. A vial of poison sits on the table, prepared by Hitler for himself. Terrified, Hans quickly begs to return to his former self. As the bottle shatters, Hans finds himself back home. He has just used his last wish, and the genie has disappeared. While cleaning up the shards, Hans accidentally punctures the glass cabinet. Everything back to square one. Unrealistic wishes ultimately prove to be just a fantasy. The restored bottle in the trash can awaits the next wisher.